Just a short time. Tunnel to the roar of the Sunshine State. Everyone here gets ready to match up. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11. And not much happening on the return. They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win into routes instead of their number 1 guy.
And Barkley did not get there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Going to let it fly for Rudolph. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Returning it, John Ross. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Vita Vea in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. You take it right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking, and got his man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play action. Now it's Brady. Touchdown! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll get it up. Guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat.
And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
21-0 our score after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Vita Vea has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Brady now to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a play fake. Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Galladay. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll look to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones throwing deep for Galladay, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.